It's always unfortunate when you let one of the good ones go and realize it too late. Here's how to get your ex-boyfriend back and hold on to him tightly this time. Nobody's perfect. We mess up and make mistakes and end up living to regret those decisions. Perhaps something you've recently messed up on was ending a relationship that was actually really great. If that's the case, you might want to know how to get your ex-boyfriend back. It might not be as easy as you think to get him back. However, this does depend on how much you hurt him and how angry he is with you. He might need some time to think through things before he can decide if he wants to be with you or not. Don't just break up if you're fighting or upset. This is something I see a lot and I'm not really sure why. You and your partner get into a fight and you end up breaking up with them, only to try and get them back later. Breaking up is not something to take lightly. If you're just fighting, work it out. Why is a single argument enough to make you want to leave someone? Because if you're begging for him back later, you don't truly want to end your relationship. Doing this over and over will make it harder and harder to get that person back each time. How to get your ex-boyfriend back after regretting the breakup. So you let your man go and now you want him back. Whether you realized how much you cared for him or you were just angry and now you're not, you'll need some help. Here are some tips that'll help you earn back your lover's trust. 1. Think about how you left things. Did you leave after a fight or did you just end things calmly and in a nice way? This will make a huge difference. If you two were fighting, you probably said some things you didn't mean and that'll make it harder to get him back. However, if you sat him down and broke up with him, you'll have to think about your reasons for doing so. Are those reasons legit or did you just make up excuses? Now that you realize you want him, you'll have to convince him why. Only then can you get him back. 2. Do you really want him back? Do you actually want him back or are you just lonely? This might sound a little harsh but it happens too much. You break up with a guy you don't like all that much and realize it's more fun to have a boyfriend than it is to be alone, so you beg for him back only to remain unhappy. But hey, at least you have a boyfriend. Think about how you really feel. Do you want him back in your life or do you just want someone to cuddle up with and watch a movie? Don't waste his time if it's the latter. 3. Apologize. You need to. Tell him you're sorry for breaking up with him and not realizing how much you want him in your life. You did something wrong and you messed up. Tell him that. If you expect him to come back to you even though you didn't apologize, you're out of your mind. The apology comes first. 4. Solve any issues you had. Obviously, you broke up for a reason. What was that reason? Did you have problems and were fighting? If so, you'll really have to work to get past those before you can get back together. Get to the bottom of what your biggest issues are and talk them through. If you can't get to a place where you both agree, you might not be able to work out. 5. Give him some space if he needs it. And he'll probably need it. You just broke up with this person and now you want him back. It seems very wishy-washy and he'll want to work through his own feelings. Leave him alone so he can do that. Don't text. Don't call. Just wait for him to come to you after he's said he'll think about it. 6. Tell him how you really feel. Just open up to him. If you're confused about how you feel, tell him. If you want to be with him but are having reservations for some reason, tell him. You can't get anywhere without some communication. 7. Show him you're sorry. Don't just tell him you're sorry, actively show him. Make it up to him. He'll have to have proof you're actually sorry for how much you've hurt him, so make an effort to make things up to him. 8. Don't do anything drastic. Don't cut your hair or get a tattoo or any piercings right away in an attempt to show him you're desirable. And don't try to make him jealous by getting with someone else. Just don't do anything stupid or impulsive. Give yourself some time to adjust and allow yourself to think clearly. 9. Appreciate him. Firstly, I just wanted to point out that you can't really do this in excess if you're broken up and he's thinking about his own feelings. All you can really do is tell him how much you appreciate him and how much you'd make sure to show that if you got back together. Obviously, you regret the breakup. And that means you realized how much value he brings to your life. Make sure he knows that. 10. Admit your mistakes. Just tell him you messed up and it was a mistake. Again, this will be a lot easier if you open up and tell him how you're really feeling. Just own up to it. He'll admire your willingness to take all the blame and it can help you get him back. 11. Focus on bettering yourself. If he wants some time to think things through, give it to him. In the meantime, focus on bettering yourself. There was obviously an issue with how you felt about him, and if it has to do with you not appreciating him enough, you'll need to fix that. Focus on learning to appreciate more things in your life. It'll make being grateful for him much easier should you get back together. 12. Be prepared for a denial. He might not actually want you back. The decision to get back together may not go your way. Be prepared for this. You broke things off and maybe he decided he likes things better that way. If that's the case, you'll just have to accept it and move on. If you really want to know how to get your ex-boyfriend back, you'll have to own up to your mistakes, ask for his forgiveness, and appreciate what you have if you actually manage to get him back. Please hit the thumbs up and subscribe button, and leave a comment below this video to let me know your thoughts. If you have any questions, please drop me a comment below this video, to let me know what you would like to see next, plus send me an email if you have any question by clicking the link below this video in the description, and I will be able to respond back to you as soon as possible. To learn more about how to get your ex-boyfriend back, click the link below in the description below this video and I would love to help you, so go ahead, and do it now.